In a quiet town where life followed the same rhythm every day, a young woman lived a life that appeared ordinary to everyone around her. The streets, the shops, the familiar faces, all seemed to whisper the same message: stability, safety, and comfort above all else. Yet beneath the surface of this predictable existence, a powerful dream had taken root, one that refused to be ignored. Maya, as she was called, worked in her family's bakery. The shop was modest, but well-loved by the townspeople, filled with the warm aroma of bread and pastries. From sunrise to sunset, Maya kneaded dough, arranged fresh loaves on shelves, and served regular customers with a polite smile. On the surface, life was stable, and it offered security. But inside, Maya felt restless. A vision of a life far beyond her town haunted her thoughts. She imagined performing on grand stages, moving in perfect harmony to music that seemed to speak directly to the soul, captivating audiences with every motion. Her passion for dance had begun in childhood. She recalled watching performances on television, mesmerized by the grace, skill, and emotion of each dancer. In her small bedroom, she tried to replicate every move, imagining a future where she, too, could touch hearts with her art. The dream remained secret for years, quietly tucked away behind the responsibilities of her life. Sharing it felt impossible. Dreams of that scale often did. The turning point arrived unexpectedly during the town's annual festival. A visiting dance troupe performed on a small stage in the town square, showcasing styles Maya had only seen in magazines. The fluidity of their movements, the energy, the way they communicated stories through motion. It ignited something within her that could not be extinguished. For the first time, Maya realized that the comfort of her daily routine could never satisfy the fire burning inside her. The ordinary life she had known no longer felt like enough. After that evening, she began practicing secretly every night. She used old tutorial videos and mirrored her movements, perfecting each leap, pirouette, and gesture. Her body ached with fatigue, but the desire to pursue her dream kept her moving. The walls of her bedroom became her stage, and the reflection in the mirror became her first audience. The challenge was enormous, yet every movement brought her closer to a future she could almost touch. Her family began to notice changes. Late nights and exhaustion raised questions. Her parents worried, reminding her of the bakery, its long family tradition, and the security it offered. Dreams, they warned, rarely paid bills or offered stability. Yet, their concern did not deter Maya. The dream had grown beyond mere desire. It had become a calling, one that demanded risk, persistence, and courage. Eventually, Maya made a choice that would alter the course of her life. She left the bakery, her family, and the life she had always known. Carrying her savings in a small suitcase, she boarded a train to the city, a place where dance opportunities existed, but where competition was fierce. The journey itself was symbolic, bridging the life of predictability she left behind and the life of possibility that awaited her. City life proved more challenging than she could have imagined. Opportunities were limited, competition intense, and rejection frequent. Dance schools turned her down, stating she lacked experience or connections. She worked odd jobs to support herself, delivering packages, tutoring children, and waiting tables, while attending dance classes whenever possible. Each day brought exhaustion, uncertainty, and doubt. Yet, through every obstacle, the dream she carried remained a steadfast guide. Maya's nights were filled with long, solitary practice sessions. Studios echoed with the sound of her movements, her reflection serving as both teacher and witness. Blisters formed, muscles ached, and fatigue gnawed at her determination. Yet she persisted. Every small improvement, every mastered routine, became proof that effort and discipline could transform a dream into reality. Months passed, and Maya's dedication began to gain attention. Teachers who once overlooked her started to notice her skill and resilience. Fellow dancers admired her commitment, and slowly opportunities emerged. Invitations to perform in small productions arrived, giving her a platform to showcase her talent. Each performance, though modest, was a step closer to her ultimate goal. One evening, after a particularly grueling rehearsal, a choreographer approached her. He had watched one of her performances and offered her a small role in a professional production, though minor. The opportunity opened doors that had once seemed locked. Maya realized that success was rarely instantaneous. It grew from patience, persistence, and the willingness to endure hardship. Each rejection had been a lesson, each struggle a step towards something greater. Years of effort gradually transformed Maya's career. Roles in larger production, international invitation, and recognition from prominent artists became part of her life. She traveled to distant cities, performed on grand stages, and inspired others with her journey. Every performance reminded her of the sacrifices made, the long nights, the loneliness, and the constant uncertainty. Yet, these challenges had also taught her resilience, patience, and the value of unwavering belief in oneself. The story of Maya illustrates a fundamental truth. Achieving a dream demands more than talent or desire. It requires action, courage, and the willingness to risk comfort for possibility. Every sacrifice she made, financial security, the familiarity of home, and the ease of routine, became an investment in her future. Every struggle refined her, preparing her for the stages, audiences, and challenges that awaited. Reflecting on her journey, Maya often acknowledged a key lesson. Self-belief was the first step toward realizing her dream. Doubt and fear were always present, yet they did not dictate her actions. By choosing to pursue her vision relentlessly, she demonstrated that courage, commitment, and perseverance were often the most critical currencies in the pursuit of greatness. Returning to her hometown years later, Maya noticed the bakery still standing, unchanged. She walked through the familiar streets with a sense of purpose, aware that the journey had transformed her far beyond what anyone could see. People recognized her from performances, news articles, and social media. Yet, her satisfaction did not stem from recognition. It came from the knowledge that she had dared to follow a dream, when doing so required leaving everything behind. Maya's journey taught that comfort offers security but little growth. Extraordinary achievements demand leaving the familiar and embracing uncertainty. Investing fully in a dream reflects understanding its true value: effort, sacrifice, and self-belief. Challenges strengthened her skills, rejections built resilience, and small successes became stepping stones. Dreams require more than hope. They demand discipline, courage, and relentless persistence, even when results remain unseen. In the end, Maya discovered that the journey itself was as meaningful as the destination. Success was not defined solely by accolades or recognition, but by the transformation that occurs when one dares to pursue what others might deem impossible. The young woman who once stood behind bakery counters, dreaming in secret, had become a symbol of courage, perseverance, and achievement. Maya's story offers a powerful lesson. The greatest dreams demand the greatest courage. Sacrifice, effort, and self-belief are rarely easy, yet they hold the power to turn the impossible into reality. When ordinary circumstances meet extraordinary ambition, The results can inspire generations. No one could have predicted the life Maya would build. She had given up everything familiar, yet she had gained something far more valuable, a life defined by purpose, passion, and fulfillment. The ordinary streets she had once walked now seemed smaller, in contrast to the vast world she had explored, a world shaped by her own determination. Every step of her journey, every challenge, and every moment of doubt had been part of a lesson that could not be taught in classrooms. Maya learned that perseverance often outweighs talent, that courage can overcome fear, and that belief in oneself is more powerful than any external validation. Her success was not simply a result of her skill, but of her ability to embrace risk, endure hardship, and remain committed to her dream when circumstances seemed impossible. Maya's story remains an enduring reminder that life's greatest achievements often require leaving behind comfort and certainty. Dreams demand sacrifices, but they also offer opportunities to discover one's true potential in pursuing her vision. Maya demonstrated that limits exist only in perception, and that the willingness to risk everything for something meaningful can lead to extraordinary outcomes. Maya's story shows that dreams are achieved through action, courage, and perseverance, not waiting. Sacrificing comfort for possibility transforms lives, inspiring those who doubt their potential. Her journey proves that belief, effort, and determination turn the impossible into reality, highlighting the power of persistence and the pursuit of what truly matters. If this story inspired you, make sure to give it a thumbs up, comment on what you learned, and share it with someone who might need motivation today. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more powerful, real-life stories that can change the way you think and inspire your own journey towards success.